Hi everyone, this is Rick with the Tractor Channel, and today's video I'm going to take you through exactly what it cost. I'm going to show you an invoice of what I actually paid for a Bobcat. This is a 2022 model. I bought it at the very end of 2022. At that time they were super hard to find, super hard to get a hold of, but this is actually 2022 model, a Bobcat MT100, and also a bunch of implements or accessories that I got with it. So let's go ahead and get started, and please like and subscribe. And I can also show you a bunch, if you guys are interested in this kind of stuff, I can show you a bunch of other purchases. But now when I purchased this machine, this is not sponsored or anything. They didn't give me any discounts. They didn't even know I was with the Tractor Channel. And I just made the purchase under my own name. So this would be the exact same price that you would get if you walked into this dealership in our local area. So let's get started with this. So like I said, it's a 2022 Bobcat MT100. This is what it actually starts. It starts at the machine itself with no buckets or anything. The price they charged me was $34,400. And we'll read through what this entails in this little description. But literally, it's not really a lot of extras or anything that you normally wouldn't see on any of these that come into a dealership. But so it says Bobcat MT100 mini track loader. It's got a 24.8 horsepower Tier 4 diesel engine, auxiliary hydraulics, attachment interface is Bobtac or CII. Now, to accept approved attachments, built-in tie-down, and now this is up here. This to accept approved attachments goes up here with the Bobtac stuff up here. It's got built-in tie-downs and a crane lift, which is basically just the holes in the side of it to put chains in to tie it down or lift it with a crane. It's got a continuous flow shut-off lever, which means that you can move the lever and get continuous flow, and it does have a foot pedal where you can push on that, and that holds it in continuous flow. It's hydrostatic drivetrain, instrumentation. It's got an hour meter. It's got an engine temperature and fuel gauge, voltmeter and warning lights, lift arm lockout, which is just a little metal deal that you put in the lift cylinder when you want it to stay up if you're going to be working on it. It's got lift arm lockout with manual bypass, lift arm support, neutral start interlock, parking brake, ISO pattern, joystick travel control, spark arrestor muffler, tilt lockout, tilt steering. So I have no idea what tilt steering means because it doesn't even have a steering wheel. It has joysticks, so not sure what that means. It's got a storage cubby, which is a place you could put your cell phone. It's just a plastic square hole. It's got a cup holder. Now the tracks on this one, this is the narrow model. You can get a wide model. I think it's 44 inches wide. This one has a 7.1 inch wide tracks on it. The machine itself is 35.6 inches wide, so it's under 36 inches wide. Manufacturer standard, 12-month warranty, comes with the machine. Okay, I opted for the Bobcat Protection Plus extended warranty plan, and that added an additional full warranty for 48 months, no extra hours, for a total of 60 months and 2,000 hours full warranty at a cost of $2,600. Price added, I'll show you that where they added that at the bottom here. But I don't know, I don't get it. When these companies charge so much for extended warranties, they're kind of telling you something, and I don't like that. I think, and there are, I don't want to mention names in this thing or anything, but there are machines that have a better warranty than even this 48-month right here, and they throw that in for free. So, but anyways, let's just go through this, then you'll know how much you would pay in your area, or you would know what a better deal would be. Now, like I said, this unit was purchased when there weren't a lot of units around. So if you start seeing them show up on the dealerships and they sit there a little while, of course they're not gonna and I think that's kind of sad too. I think everybody should just get a good deal, but what the dealers are all saying is if they don't have merchandise to sell, they got to make up on it on the few units versus having a lot of units to sell. And I don't think that's right. But so anyways, that did not come with a bucket. Here's the 36-inch tooth bucket right here, and it's with a 6-bolt tooth bucket. That's what the bucket is right there. It's a 36-inch wide. That was $795. So then another bucket that I bought with it it's a flat bucket on the bottom, and then it's a grapple on the top. It's kind of it's actually pretty handy. And let me maybe, well, I wish I had pictures of these to show you guys. Let me find a picture of that real quick. Okay, so this is the first bucket, the one for $795. It's a 36-inch general purpose bucket, and it's got has 6 bolt-on teeth. The teeth aren't bolted on yet, but you can see here it does have a little bit of an edge on it right here already. It has a flat edge. This is actually a really nice bucket, and when you get the teeth bolted on there, it actually you can actually do some work with it. It cuts through the dirt pretty good with the teeth on it. So, okay, so that's the first bucket. Then the second bucket that I was talking about is the 36-inch. It's called an industrial grapple bucket, and it's got a single grapple tines on the top. It's 32.6 inches of the opening of the grapple, but it's called a 36-inch grapple bucket. It's got a bolt-on cutting edge, and let me get you the picture of that one. Let's see here. And it's a nice bucket and grapple. It's amazing though. It actually works really good. Super strong. But if you want, you can just of course raise the grapple up out of the way, and then you can just use the smooth edge bucket to do your work. It holds quite a bit of dirt. Doesn't have the full sides like a regular dirt bucket would, but you'd be surprised. This bucket's actually really handy because you can do your little bit of dirt work with it. It's got a bolt-on blade on it. Then you can do grapple work too if you got to move any trees or rocks or whatever you got to do. Okay, so that's the second bucket. Now the first bucket was $795. The grapple bucket is $2,025, so $2,025. Then we'll keep going down the list here. The next thing was the land plane, and let's see here. Here's a picture of now this is a 48-inch expanded metal grate, and it's got the Scarifier on it, assembly teeth with respective hardware. But so what they're talking about, the Scarifier with the teeth is right back here, and you can you see right here where this pin goes all the way through. You can actually, right now the teeth are not down, but you can unlock it and then put the teeth in the down position, and that's a super nice land plane. It really works. It really works well. And that land plane was $1,650. Next thing here, let me find a picture of the pallet forks. Okay, here's an actual picture of that grapple bucket with a full scoop of dirt in it. So you can tell it actually holds quite a bit of dirt. It's got a smooth face on it, smooth cutting edge, and you got the grapple up here. So grapple's always with you if you need it, which is kind of nice. So that's what the grapple bucket looks like with a full scoop of dirt. Then on the next thing we were looking at here was the 36-inch wide pallet forks. And here is here's a picture of the pallet forks. Now this one, in this picture, I'm actually moving a welder around with it. This is the actual pallet fork part of it right here, and then the forks are underneath here. It's not a very good picture to see the forks, but that welder weighs about 1,000 pounds. So and this is, in this picture, this does actually have the weights right here. If you look real closely, this one actually came, I think they all come with the 2 weights right here. So you're going to get 4 weights. You're going to have 2 on each side, and then you can add another at least 2 more to each side back here. You see these holes right here? Those are for weights. So you could have 4 on each side, and those weights, they weigh a little over 29 pounds each, but they really do actually help, especially when you're lifting real heavy stuff like this right here. This welder, like I said, weighs probably about 1,000 pounds. Let's see. Here's the actual pallet forks. You can see a little better picture of them. Now, in this picture, I'm actually moving some safes, some gun safes around with them. This is actually a pretty small safe, but this is actual pallet fork assembly, and they come with this screen all the way across. I've actually cut this one to make it so when it's turned around on the excavator, it doesn't hit up into here. But here you can see the forks on that. So there's the 36-inch pallet forks. Those have 42-inch tines on them, and actually that is the that's the 36-inch tines on there. I think they're the same price, but it says 42, but they're actually the 36-inch tines on there. I think when you're getting pallet forks, if you're gonna have 2 sets, I would get a 48 for your long ones, and for the short ones I'd get a 36. 36 work just fine. If I was just gonna get 1 set, I would just get a 36-inch on your pallet forks. This next thing we're going to is it's an LT 112 trencher. It's this one that's in this price right here. It's $5,059. It's 2 foot deep and 4 inches wide, and it's got some pretty heavy duty teeth on it. It's actually a really nice trencher. It's $5,059, and let me get you a picture of what it looks like. And here it is, mounted on the Bobcat. So it's a nice trencher. I would get one that goes 3 feet. I would get a 6-inch wide by 3 feet. Not sure that it would fit on the MT100 though, but for sure the 2 foot by 4 inch wide does fit on there. And that's right here, and that's $5,059. And the next thing I got was a nitrogen breaker. It's an NB 140, and these are absolutely amazing for breaking concrete and rocks when you're trying to dig through stuff and you do run into some rocks. These nitrogen breakers, you do have to fill them every now and then. They last quite a while. And let me grab you a picture of that. Okay, so here's a picture of the nitrogen breaker, and it just hooks up to your hydraulic lines in the front. Then you can control it with your lever, same lever you've used for using like a post hole auger or anything like that on there. And this is, like I said, it's an NB 140 nitrogen breaker. And some of these Bobcat attachments are actually pretty nice, because if you look at this has actually got an excavator mount on it, and then it's got a quick attach plate on the excavator mount. So you can actually, on some of these implements, when you buy them, if you configure them right, and they'll have some sitting at the dealership too, but you can actually use this nitrogen breaker on a mini Bobcat excavator. You would just take this pin out right here, and then that would unlatch the quick attach plate, and then you would just hook your excavator right up to the breaker itself. So with this and that breaker, they are expensive, you know, almost $6,000 for that, $59.47. But like I said, this was right, you know, the end of 2022. I imagine prices, they haven't gone up too much, but you know, things are going to be more readily available. Some of this stuff is going to be sitting at the dealerships. They're going to start charging normal prices instead of gouging people. Now this breaker, when you do buy these, you know, the hydraulic part of these attachments or implements, you do want to make sure they're going to work with the flow of the MT100. Now you can't take, if you have a full-size Bobcat with high flow, those aren't going to work on this little MT100, because this thing's only putting out about, I think it puts out 12 gallons per minute on your hydraulic flow. So even that trencher up here, it's a low flow, and it tells you right here that it's going to, well, on the hammer or the breaker, it's designed to work between 7 and 13 gallons per minute. And on the up here on the trencher, it's designed to work 9 to 15 gallons per minute. So a lot of these implements you can take and use on bigger Bobcats if you can you know, slow the gallons per minute down. Some of them have low flow and high flow both on them. Now this same breaker right here, you possibly could use it on like a Coyote or a Kubota tractor too. It'd be kind of iffy because they only put out like 6 to 9 gallons per minute on their third functions. But with everything that I got here, here's where they added the that 4-year warranty for the $2,600, and the total on this package was $56,575. So it's not cheap, and it's incredible how much prices have gone up. But if you think about the amount of work you're going to be able to do with this machine, you know, you're going to have your buckets to move dirt, you're going to have the grapple to you know, move rocks, cutting down trees, that kind of stuff. You're going to have the fork attachment for, I would say the fork attachment is by far, you know, you need to get it with a 36-inch bucket to start out with. The fork attachment, though, is probably the next thing that's the handiest thing. Well, fork attachment or the grapple bucket. And then the icing on the cake is just the trencher and then the breaker. I mean, you can do concrete demolition with the breaker. You can take that grapple and move the concrete around after you bust it up. The trencher, you know, electricians need trenches dug all the time. So you can do a lot of work with this machine, and you can make some really good money with it. One thing that I would really suggest, though, when you're getting into the business, always call 811 for your blue stake. Never dig or do anything. Now you're pretty safe when you're just doing bucket work or dirt work on the, you know, pretty much on the top. But once you start using that, you know, an auger or a trencher, you really need to have it blue staked to make sure you're not going to run into anything. So I hope I covered everything for you, and I'm going to go through this just real slow, and then you guys can pause your YouTube and then take a look at this better if you want to see if I didn't read something or if I'm missing something on here. And there's our total, and that does include the warranty and everything that I did show you pictures of and what's on the receipt there, $56,575. And like I said, they had no idea that I was the tractor channel. I didn't even mention it to them. And that's just what a normal guy would pay for this type of equipment. And please like and subscribe if you want to see more of these videos on excavators and other machines that I've bought for the channel. Let me know, and I'll do some more videos like this. Thanks for watching.